Growing up in Sunday school, I was taught from the Bible, those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who curse Israel will be cursed. And from my perspective, I want to be on the blessing side of things.
Of those who bless the government of Israel?
Those who bless Israel is what it says. It doesn't say the government of, it says the nation of Israel. So that's in the Bible. As a Christian, I believe that.
Where is that?
I can find it to you. I don't have the scripture off the tip of my... You pull out the phone and use the Google.
It's in Genesis. But so you're quoting a Bible phrase. You don't have context for it and you don't know where in the Bible it is, but that's like your theology? I'm confused.
Now, I hope you are doing very well and you found this video amazing. Today, we're going to be talking about the spiritual aspect of African people and liberation, even though the video I start with is not from an African, but I think it is a good idea to approach this or to address this issue. As I always say, that if someone who is not free spiritual will never be free physically. So if you want to liberate someone physically, you definitely have to liberate them spiritual first. So now there is this scripture which I'm gonna read for you guys. Is found in the book of Genesis, chapter 12, verse 3. So let me read it, because this is among the most of misinterpreted scripture or line in the Bible that actually causes so many troubles today in many communities, especially when it comes to those people who are called themselves in religion of Christianity. So I want to read this line and then we will discuss after that. And I will bless those who bless you. I will curse those who treat you with a contempt. So that is the actual line. So it's in Genesis chapter 12, verse 3. So this is discussion between God and Abraham. That God is telling him that those who bless you, I will bless them, and those who curse you, I will curse them. So now this has become like some type of religion and political aspect that God was talking about Israel, the country of Israel today, to say, but actually this is not true. God is talking about that he will bless the descendants or the children of Abraham. Now, if this have to be true, we have to go whole way, because you cannot just pick and cherry pick and then say, oh, this is what the Bible is saying. We have to go whole way to the full Bible and see what happened after that. Yes, God did say he's going to bless the children of Abraham, the descendants of Abraham by blood. That is as a fact. But if there is any blessing that is going to be taken from this line, it will not belong to the house of Israel, the house of Jacob. The children of Jacob, this blessing does not apply to them. I will tell you why. In fact, the house of Jacob should be in curse, not in blessing. This blessing maybe can be taken by Ishmael, the children of Ishmael, the descendant of Ishmael, with the Imam Haggai. These are possibly the people who can take this, not Esau's, because Esau's also have issues that I'm not going to go through that, but maybe one day I will. But the only people who we don't know that God told them anything, and then there is this change that the blessing can be taken away from them, is the house of Ishmael only. The descendant of Ishmael should be the ones who this applied to. The house of Israel or the children of Jacob cannot take this blessing, because there was another covenant that they broke over and over again. Let me read for you absolutely the scripture in the book of 2 Kings chapter 17. Let me read it from verse 7, line number 7. So 2 Kings chapter 17, line number 7. So we are talking about the house of Israel, okay? The house of Israel, which was the 10 tribes of Israel. Those are Dan, Ephraim's, what is the other one? Levites, all of that. So I'm not gonna mention all of them, but I think you got the points. Levites, Dan, and Gad, and all of that. So now, here I say that in the book of 2 Kings chapter 17 verse 7, this disaster happened because the people of Israel had sinned against the Lord their God, who had brought them out of the land of Egypt from the power of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and because they had worshipped of other gods. Number 8. Line number 8, they had lived according to the customs of the nation that the Lord had dispersed before the Israelites, and the customs of the kings of Israel had entrusted. 9. The Israelites secretary did what was not right against the Lord their God. They built high places in all their towns, from the watchtowers to fortify city. 10. They set up themselves sacred pillars and Asherah poles on every high hills. Let me continue here. High hills. And under every green tree. They burned incense of all the high places, just like those nations that the Lord had driven out before them. They did all evil things, provoking the Lord. Day 12. They saved idols, although the Lord had told them, "You must not do this." 13. Still, the Lord warned the Israelites and Judah through every prophet and every seer, saying, "Turn from your evil way and keep my commandments and statutes according to all the law I commanded you, your ancestors, and sent to you through my servant prophets." 14. But they would not listen. Instead, they became obstinate like their ancestor who did not believe the Lord their God. 15. They rejected his statutes and his covenants he had made with their ancestors and the decree he had given them. They pursued them worthless idols and became worthless themselves, following the surrounding nations the Lord had commanded them not to imitate. 16. They abandoned all the commandments of the Lord their God. They made cost image of themselves to carve and a Asherah pole. They worshipped the whole heaven hosts and served Baal. They made 17. They made them their sons and daughter pass through the fire and practiced divination and interpretation omens. They devoted themselves to do what was evil in the Lord's sight and provoked him. 18. Therefore, listen to this. The Lord was very angry with Israel, and he removed them from his presence. Only the tribe of Judah remain. 19. Even Judah did not keep the commandment of the Lord their God, but lived according to the customs Israel had introduced. 20. So the Lord rejected all descendants of Israel, afflicted them, and handed them over the plunder until he had banished them from his presence.